The hype around this matchup is absolutely insane right now. Boxing insiders are completely blown away by what they're seeing from Shakur Stevenson as he prepares for this massive showdown with Teofimo. This guy looks like a completely different animal in training, more precise, lightning quick, and hitting with serious bad intentions like never before. Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez, who everyone thought had this locked up, is starting to look like he might be in serious trouble. What we're witnessing from Stevenson goes way beyond just good preparation. This transformation could completely destroy Lopez right from round one. Buckle up, because this bout just became incredibly dangerous.
I don't know. It ain't like I said. Your boxing gets better by the hour. Okay? Soon, you'll be undefeated.
You know, do whatever you want in the ring. You know, and it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, you know, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has. You know, and given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to.
All right. When Terrence Crawford gives you props, that means something serious is happening. And what Bud is seeing speaks volumes about where Stevenson is right now. This isn't just another training camp for Shakur. We're watching him become something completely different, like a weapon being forged in real time. Picture this guy like a predator, constantly learning, constantly improving, and turning every new technique into something that can end fights. For Teofimo Lopez, this has to be keeping him up at night. Steven's natural gifts, his boxing brain, and his ability to adjust mid-fight have hit a completely different gear. Anyone stepping in there with him now is going to experience the full power of this incredible evolution.
What do you think he can do? Because you out the way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he needs to soak up, put it into his arsenal, and then he make the best out of everything that he learned from everybody.
Eddie Hearn's take on this situation. It reveals everything you need to understand about what's happening here. According to Hearn, Shakur Stevenson isn't just naturally gifted. This man is a complete savage when it comes to training, a true predator in his preparation. His commitment level is absolutely off the charts, mixing non-stop work with elite level focus that most boxers can only dream of reaching. Every combination he practices, every conditioning session he completes, every mile he puts in is being refined to absolute perfection. Witnessing his training sessions is genuinely breathtaking, pure athletic artistry in motion. So where does this leave Teofimo Lopez? He's not just fighting another boxer, he's going up against someone whose conditioning, technique, and raw intensity have reached a completely different, almost frightening territory.
That because one, he wants top sparring, but two, he gives his time as well because he's a gym rat, he's a boxing.
Listen, even though Shakur Stevenson is clearly the betting favorite going into this war, don't think for a second this is going to be easy money. The smartest people in boxing are calling this an extremely tight battle, basically a coin flip, despite what the odds are showing. This viewpoint really shows just how consistent and dominant Stevenson has been lately. Teofimo Lopez absolutely cannot be overlooked because he's still a legitimate threat with serious knockout power, but Stevenson's incredible focus, his unshakable commitment, and all this momentum he's building make him the man everyone has to measure themselves against. Get ready, because every 3 minutes will be absolutely brutal, and honestly, either guy could walk away victorious when the final bell rings.
But I wouldn't count Teofimo out. To me, it's more of a closer 50-50 fight than what is going to probably be the betting odds, where I think Shakur is going to be the favorite because of
Derek Chisora, someone who understands what it takes to survive wars in there, keeps talking about Stevenson's most dangerous quality being his absolutely ridiculous conditioning levels. This isn't just about being in good shape. He's built to systematically break down his opponents, basically setting them up in the early going before taking complete control in the championship rounds. Picture this scenario. Round 6 feels like the final round because his relentless tempo and superhuman stamina make him virtually impossible to handle. So where does this put Teofimo? Lopez is going to need absolutely perfect execution and an airtight game plan just to handle Stevenson's crushing fitness and non-stop pressure. It's a conditioning test like nothing else in the sport.
I think he's also one of the nicest, most simple guys in the respect of his life. He's just 1,000,000% boxing.
Now Whitaker, using his expert analysis, explains it in the clearest way possible. Teofimo Lopez definitely shows up with serious power, tricky angles that can catch you off guard, and this wild unpredictability that keeps you guessing. But here's what changes everything. Shakur Stevenson runs that ring with incredible, almost supernatural boxing intelligence. Stevenson possesses this amazing gift for controlling tempo, managing space perfectly like a chess grandmaster, and forcing his game plan on every single fighter he encountered. Yes, Lopez represents a genuine, dangerous challenge, but Stevenson's perfect timing, his incredible ability to adjust, and his amazingly deep toolkit make him the obvious, undeniable pick for victory. Boxing fans, prepare yourselves, because you're about to witness a clinic of accuracy and tactical brilliance.
Teofimo, he's funny, he's got character, but he's a great fighter. He's very athletic. He comes from awkward angles, and I do like his style, but I study boxing, I watch boxing, I do like Shakur's style. The way he breaks his opponents down, he slows it down to his pace, he's got good distance. If you gotta pick someone on
Tupel Sanchez really captures Stevenson's incredible talent for managing every aspect of a fight's momentum. He makes this look simple, but we're watching pure strategic mastery. When Stevenson can successfully maintain Teofimo at his ideal distance, that sweet spot where everything clicks for him, then he completely takes over those exchanges. Lopez, meanwhile, has built his reputation on pulling opponents into his world, positioning them perfectly for his devastating counterattacks. But this time around, he absolutely has to change his natural instincts and press forward aggressively if victory is the goal. Stevenson's strategic advantage, his rock-solid focus, and his incredible talent for controlling the fight's tempo make him a complete nightmare stylistically for anyone. This goes beyond simple boxing. This is an intense mental battle where every movement, every setup, and every position matters tremendously.
Great talent, and Teofimo looked great his last fight. Of course, he didn't have Shakur in front of him. But I think that for Shakur, he has to keep the fight at his distance. If he does that, I think it's a win for him. Teofimo, he's more, he wants to draw you in, he wants to counter punch. He's gonna have to be a different guy this time. He's gonna have to attack. He's gonna have to be.
Eddie Hearn, breaking it down again, identifies something really important here. Stevenson's amazing blend of defensive excellence and explosive, momentum-shifting power creates something truly special. We're not looking at just solid defense or heavy hands, it's this deadly combination. His understanding of the sport is genuinely world-class, matching up with the absolute elite in the entire division, and his smooth ability to transition from lockdown defense to devastating offense keeps opponents constantly guessing and in danger. Teofimo is looking at a completely comprehensive puzzle facing someone who can not only think 3 steps ahead, but also make you pay severely for any errors while controlling both the mental and physical sides of combat. It's a complete package problem that's incredibly difficult to solve.
I don't know how good the fight will be, but I think Shakur is, again, like pound for pound, IQ-wise, I think he's even up there with a Terence and those kind of guys, you know. I think the difference with Boots is he's got the defensive mastercraft, and he also has the aggressive power to turn your lights out, and I think that's quite...
Teddy Atlas, definitely one of the most respected voices in the sport, brings up something really significant about this matchup. He points out that this battle isn't going to come down to who brings more natural power or who simply moves quicker around the ring. This is going to be a complete showcase of talent, complex strategy, and perfect implementation. Both Stevenson and Lopez are genuinely elite, incredibly technical competitors, each one possessing that special ability to completely shift the entire fight's direction instantly with one perfect punch or a beautiful combination. While some people might wonder if this style clash will create the kind of explosive action they're hoping for, the meeting of their contrasting approaches, their amazing accuracy, and their championship level ring intelligence will definitely create pure, breathtaking boxing artistry. Fans are truly going to experience an incredible demonstration of ring control, flawless timing, and strategic genius that only 2 elite fighters operating at the absolute top of their games can provide.
I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I can see you having a little reservations, you know, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite, they will make, you know, for electricity. I don't know if they will, But I tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, you know, two fighters that are at a high skill level.
Even though Duke McKenzie might question Stevenson's credentials, real boxing enthusiasts, the people who truly appreciate the technical aspects of this beautiful sport, definitely understand what they're seeing. Shakur's special mix of lightning-quick thinking, flawless timing, and amazing versatility genuinely separates him from virtually every other fighter in his weight class. He smoothly manages distance, immediately adjusts his approach based on what his opponent shows him, and attacks even the tiniest mistakes with precision that's almost surgical. So while McKenzie might not completely recognize his championship-level abilities yet, Stevenson's steady performances and his complete control in the ring tell the whole story, proving beyond question his exceptional quality. This is someone who can outsmart, outposition, and systematically overcome opponents whenever he chooses. Teofimo Lopez is going to encounter a test completely unlike anything in his previous experience, and Stevenson's incredible toolkit provides him a tactical advantage that could completely control this fight from the opening seconds through the final moments.
I don't think he's world class. He's not really my cup of tea. I mean, I don't look at boxing probably the way you do, or most sort of fans do.
Sean Porter brings up something really intriguing about this whole situation. These two competitors actually have history from their amateur careers, which creates amazing layers of excitement, drama, and backstory to this professional showdown. What's really important to recognize is that Stevenson's tremendous development and laser-like preparation make him a totally different challenge than the fighter Lopez might have encountered or remembers from those earlier days. Every single technique, every single strike will be planned and modified instantly, an ongoing strategic battle. Both men are definitely motivated, supremely skilled, and completely understand the massive stakes in front of them. This goes beyond just another bout on the schedule. It's the result of years of serious preparation, burning competition, and championship dreams. Teofimo is definitely going to need to elevate his performance beyond anything he's shown before, but Stevenson's incredible preparation and tactical brilliance could very well provide him the critical advantage in this monumentally important fight for boxing supremacy.
I talked about this shit before it was actually official, and I'm like, cool, you know this nigga can fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know it's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old in amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so...
Turn really captures the full scope of what's happening here, demonstrating just how significant this moment truly is. Stevenson isn't just competing, he's actively pursuing legendary status, working toward the incredible goal of capturing titles in 4 different divisions before turning 29. The iconic fighters he's chasing, legends like Roy Jones Jr., James Toney, Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Henry Armstrong. Just mentioning those names demonstrates the incredible scope of what he's attempting and the legendary company he wants to join. While Teofimo Lopez is definitely a serious challenge, Stevenson's burning ambition, his laser-like accuracy, and his constant improvement in training are shaping him into a historically significant talent. The sport will definitely be paying close attention to this fight, and fans should definitely anticipate a showing that perfectly blends incredible skill, amazing athleticism, and strategic mastery. January 31st could absolutely establish Stevenson's deserved position among boxing's true legends, but only if he perfectly executes his carefully crafted strategy against a dangerous, extremely motivated challenger.
Teofimo Lopez, a guy that beat the man at 135, up at 140. But this guy to my right, when you talk about chasing greatness, 28 years of age and trying to become a 4-division world champion on January 31st. Look at the names in the history that have done it. Roy Jones Jr., Pernell Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, Thomas Hearns, Juan Manuel Marquez. Greatness only gets appreciated over time. Let's acknowledge what we're about to see on
Timothy Bradley Jr., a former champion who knows what it takes, absolutely understands the reality when he explains this fight definitely won't be simple for Shakur Stevenson, and he's completely accurate. Teofimo Lopez is a legitimate force, unbelievably quick, supremely athletic, and completely unpredictable, creating a genuine danger in every fight he enters. But there's a key distinction here. Stevenson's preparation has been absolutely extraordinary, going beyond anything we've witnessed previously, mixing elite movement, perfect timing, and a strategic mind that's completely unmatched. His amazing talent for studying opponents, managing distance with complete mastery, and evolving instantly makes him far more than just a physical athlete. He represents a strategic puzzle, a riddle that's nearly impossible to crack. Every single strike, every clever setup, every calculated sequence he delivers is carefully designed to break down Lopez systematically. Fans should absolutely anticipate a boxing clinic where Stevenson controls the tempo of the entire bout, making Lopez constantly pursue and respond. This isn't just a physical war, it's a high-pressure strategic battle of speed, technique, and athleticism, and Stevenson honestly appears more focused, quicker, and more developed than we've ever seen him. He's genuinely in phenomenal condition, prepared to take over completely.
It's the real. It's not gonna be an easy damn fight for Shakur Stevenson. Nope, it ain't gonna be an easy fight. Nope. After studying freaking Lopez yesterday, man, look, that athleticism that he got, that's.
Rolly Romero's perspective on this whole matchup strongly supports what everyone watching Stevenson's preparation is clearly witnessing. Shakur Stevenson is genuinely a special fighter, gifted with an incredible boxing brain and lightning-fast reflexes that are absolutely unmatched. He has this almost mystical capability to anticipate his opponents before they even commit to their attacks, letting him react immediately and capitalize on their errors with ruthless, unforgiving accuracy. His dangerous mix of intelligence, flawless timing, and superior athleticism creates an absolute problem for Lopez, who will definitely have major difficulty implementing his own aggressive approach. Shakur's core strength to command the ring, to establish the ideal rhythm, and to completely control the action is simply unrivaled in the division currently. Honestly, every element of his camp screams total domination, from his incredible physical conditioning to his detailed strategic preparation. This battle definitely guarantees excitement, without any doubt, but Shakur's methodical, supremely intelligent, and constantly pressuring style provides him a clear, obvious edge. When he implements his strategy flawlessly, Lopez will spend the entire night chasing an elusive target, with Stevenson managing every single round like a genuine artist of his trade.
Shakur is an incredible fighter. Shakur has a really high boxing IQ and Shakur coming out with, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good fight. I like to see it.
Amir Khan, using his own title fight knowledge, focuses on a really crucial element of this matchup. Teofimo Lopez is definitely a talented, powerful, and completely versatile fighter, absolutely ready to increase the intensity and explode when the situation calls for it. However, and this is a huge however, Shakur Stevenson is genuinely performing at a completely different level right now, displaying an accuracy, ring intelligence, and flexibility that makes him nearly impossible to touch inside those ropes. Lopez will need to reach incredibly deep, completely modify his typical strategy, and actively create openings if he wants to claim victory. But what makes Stevenson so lethal is simple. He performs best under intense pressure. He sees punches before they're even thrown, manages distance with perfect execution, and capitalizes on even the smallest mistake with crushing precision. Every single round will be an exhausting examination of pure speed, detailed strategy, and complete mental strength, and Stevenson's incredible preparation guarantees he's prepared for absolutely anything Lopez can bring on fight night. This is going to be a genuine clash of styles, no question about it, but Stevenson's monster-level fitness, his technical excellence, and his intelligent strategic mindset make him the fighter to beat when the lights are brightest. The incredible depth of his abilities and thorough preparation could absolutely overwhelm Lopez from the opening bell all the way to the final second.
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight. Who wins that? Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've heard him on the pod. He bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko.
As fight night gets closer and closer, everyone's attention is focused on Shakur Stevenson, someone who is clearly in peak condition, perfectly combining speed, skill, and intelligence in ways very few in the sport have ever managed. Every single expert, from Eddie Hearn to Rolly Romero, completely agrees that Stevenson is working at a totally different level right now. His preparation and physical condition are absolutely incredible, showing his complete dedication. Teofimo Lopez is definitely a dangerous challenger, a real threat to anyone he faces. But going up against a tactician and physical specimen like Stevenson will test Lopez to his complete breaking point, both physically and mentally. This isn't just another scheduled fight, it's a powerful statement, a genuinely career-defining moment in Stevenson's rising legacy. Fans can definitely expect fireworks, but also get ready for masterful ring control, surgical accuracy, and strategic brilliance that will unfold right in front of everyone. Whatever happens, don't look away, because every single round will tell an amazing story of skill and determination.